Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy. Oh, Billy. Lovely people, how are you getting on? How are you getting on? You absolute legendary joys of human beings. Gobika! One. How are you doing? How are you getting on? Thank you very much for tuning in again today, the lovely Gobika. How are you, legend? Thank you. Thank you for noticing. How are you, legend? I really need to get into that farming programming game. I love that. Like, I'm a huge fan of Lightbot. If you know, do you know Lightbot? There was Lightbot and then there was Lightbot 2. There might have been even map packs for it. But Lightbot is an amazing, like, very basic puzzle programming game. It's so amazing. You are basically programming algorithms into a little robot, and the little cute robot just goes through the puzzle basically for you. It is amazing. It's on the phone, I think. I think it's simply on Android, and I think it's also on iOS. If anybody is interested, lovely people, let me turn on the webcam. How about that? No. I could. I mean, I could do that. I dare. Dare me. I dare turn on the webcam. Whoa. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. You know the game? Yes, Lightbot is amazing. Oh, Billy. Just drinking a few more sips. Although I could drink on camera, you know? Coffee. Oh yeah, Lightbot. What is the name of the game? The farmer's game? Who replaced the farmer? Or what was it? It's amazing. It's in the Discord recommendation channel. I put it in there. It is so good. And it's for sale as well on the Steam Next Fest. So I think it's just a sale. Oh, Billy. Boom. Is the music very loud? The farmer was replaced. That's what it is. That's what it is. I love that. That is so cool. But yeah, it's really good. I really need to look into it. I haven't bought it yet, but I just checked it out, and it's pretty nice, I have to say. I love these types of games, by the way. These programming logic games. So cool. Lovely people, this is so good. Why is it always getting... Why is everything freaking hours to do? I've been meaning to go live for about 2 hours now. And then I had to still finish up work. Gotta love being a wage slave, am I right? Hello, Peter. Hey, hardcore Eeyore. Welcome on in. Thank you for tuning in again. Thank you for tuning in again, the lovely Yaravind. I'm sorry, I just outed you. Is that okay? The lovely hardcore Eeyore on YouTube, tuning in on YouTube. How are you getting on? It's great to have you. Thank you very much for tuning in again today. And each and every one of you lovely people, I think we should play because, again, I've been planning to go live for about 2 hours. I had to pull some overtime. I'm feeling like this. That's fine, okay. But yeah, lovely people, if you don't know who I'm even talking about, I don't understand. I don't understand that. But how about this? If I need to type the name because on Twitch we need to type the name, and I think it's work. There you go, it does work. Lovely people, if you want to check out an absolute joy of a human being, an absolute joy of a human being and her cat, all right? Her cat is definitely part of the show. Here's a link for the YouTube folks as well. I know, don't worry, I got it. Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. On Twitch. Way ahead of, like, I had to do the command on Twitch. I have the Steam Elements bot, I think, on YouTube as well now. I just need to log into a different one, I think, and then I could. But I need to like recreate all the commands on the YouTube side. But I will maybe do that. I wonder if I just send the command here on this restream chat. Then it's supposed to be picked up by both of the chats, both of the Stream Elements bots, right? And I'll need sushi. You need to study. You need to study history too, says Gobiko. Yes, you do. You do. History is cool. Like, I hope you're gonna like it at least. I've been writing physics since I got home. Oh, you've been doing physics homework? Ooh, I've had a bad few days. Oh, I'm so sorry. You had a bad few days, Yarowind? Or hardcore Eeyore? Which one do you prefer, by the way? I can call you Eeyore as well. I love the name Eeyore. It's just such a nice and lovely images it conjures from the childhood. I love that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I've cried all last night. Oh, what happened? Oh, I just read the comment. So your cat Muffin got out and is missing? Oh no! The side door got left open and Muffin got out and we haven't found her. Oh, I'm so sorry. A few days ago? Is it found her? It's a she. Oh man, I guess the she has a harder time, I think. But wait a minute. I mean, it depends, right? Because the male cat would be just getting into fights. Hopefully she doesn't. Yesterday, I really hope she's turning up. And what do you do in a case like this? Goodness gracious, I really hope you like local WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups in your neighborhood. You like blew it up with photos and whatnot. Hopefully, you live in the middle of nowhere in the woods. Would she have a harder or easier time? I mean, cats are really good at remembering stuff, right? If they just walk around. So hopefully she's fixed as well. Hopefully she will be able to just come back easily. I put her litter box outside and stuff, but I'm scared I won't see her again. I'm so sorry. Goodness gracious, this is horrible. I'm so sorry. I was just so happy thinking about your cat. I just watched the clip yesterday or a few days ago. There was maybe when I was streaming. I watched the clip with her. Oh, I'm so sorry. Goodness gracious, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really hope she's gonna turn up. I mean, you know, like animals are very sturdy. Like the cats and everything, they are survivors. So I really hope that she's gonna turn up anytime now. And there's already some welcoming stuff out there. Do you have like a pet? You don't have like a pet door or something? I mean, she would let you know, right? She would just like tap her claws on the door or something, I think. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, it's horrible. I had a little parakeet when I was a kid, and goodness gracious, he flew out of the house. And you know the parakeets are the mini ones who are really not good at finding home. Like they're just their compass is like gone. I guess because of all the. Actually, I don't know why. Was it because of breeding or not? But the. You don't have a pet door, yeah. I put litter boxes outside. And I remember that he flew out twice. And thank God both of the times I could find him. And at one time he was fairly close by on a tree. And one time he was quite a bit far away from the tree, right? Mustache is amazing as ever. Be bio zombie welder. Yeah, it's welded in place. It's welded in place. It didn't weld my mouth shut though. Welcome on in the lovely bio zombie welder. It's great to have you. Thank you very much for tuning in again today. I'm so sorry to hear that, Eeyore. That's horrible. Horrible news. Her cat has escaped the house. Oh, these animals. This is the hard thing as well. Is that if there's the slightest miscalculation of like why would she even go out, right? And it's just like it just happens. And if you live out of nowhere almost. But I'm pretty sure she will be back home soon. Their cats are very good at that, right? Fingers crossed. Great to be here.
The lovely bio zombie welder just redeemed Nodo Cult.
No, Nodo Cult. No to gold, no to gold. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what... Oh yeah, I completely know what you mean.
Hashtag not a call.
Lovely people, for legal reasons, for every single legal reason imaginable, we are hashtag not a cult. For taxation purposes, it's very tempting though, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for your kind words. Let us pray in all seriousness, so that Muffin, Yaravin's cat, can find her way home. The lovely, lovely Muffin. Goodness gracious, I really hope it's gonna be like a bad dream or a bad memory in a few days, and she'll be all right. Keep us posted. I think you're part of our Discord as well, right? There's even a pets channel in the Discord. Keep us posted if there's any updates. Goodness gracious, that's such horrible news. So yeah, I remember when my little parakeet went out, and they are notorious in getting lost. And they are so small, they are just like about this big of, like, very small, and they are very prone to getting lost. They can't even fly long distances necessarily as well, although they do, and then they get completely lost, and good luck finding them. And I was so happy that I found him twice. And both times I had to take out the little cage, because at first he didn't even recognize me. Then he did, like then he was very happy to see me. Because, you know, he was just frightened. Like where is he even? I honestly thought as well that he's just gone. By the way, lovely Eeyore, aka Yarawin, is on the YouTube, so that's why lovely people on Twitch, you don't see those messages, but here I am! I am the text-to-speech, I can read up the messages, don't you worry. We're gonna mix the experience, nobody is missing anything. Lebak, welcome on in, the lovely Lebak is here with us as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Lovely people, how are you getting on, by the way, how's your week? I am utterly disappointed. I was prepping for the freaking surgery this week, and I have a soggy nose. I don't have anything else, but of course, you know, school started and the kids are pretty much petri dishes, bringing home anything and everything imaginable for mankind. We just got a message today that there's a smallpox. Not smallpox, I'm so sorry. Goodness gracious, thank fuck it's not smallpox, it's chickenpox. So there's chickenpox. Diagnosis was handed out to one of the school kids, and they are actually decent. They are like notifying everybody, even though I think it's mandatory to get a chickenpox vaccine. But my kids got the chickenpox vaccine years ago, so fingers crossed it should be okay. But goodness gracious, we have everything, and I have a little bit of a soggy nose. I had a little bit of sore throat, but not even sore throat. I had just a little bit of a scratchy throat, and I had this itch, this feeling that I should tell them before we drive hours to the freaking surgery. And I called them in the morning that, by the way, this is what it is. I think I'm alright. You know, the usual questions of, do you have a fever? No, I'm feeling okay. It's just waking up in the morning is kind of shit, and I need to like, and then I'm good. And then soon after, we were practically on the way. We were practically on the way driving there when they called us back, and like thankfully we were not even halfway there. And then we literally turned back because it's like no, surgery is not gonna happen. They rescheduled me for next week. However, I'm not sure if it's already freaking Thursday, and I still feel it. And they told me that the anesthesiologist as well as the surgeon said that they want me 100%. This needs to go before they do the surgery, so like, goodness gracious. You so have to play Join Us when it comes out? Which one is it? Which one is it? What comes out? Arc Raiders. Did you know, lovely people, that tomorrow, I think that's gonna be a 3-day, yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Arc Raiders are gonna be, hope you're okay? I've been tackling this since last year. It's a developmental issue, so it's not like I'm not like sick. It's kind of making me sick, but It's not a sickness. It's like a developmental thing that should have come out when I was a toddler or when teenager. And it's like, I'm good at like being the last person to get sick, even with COVID back in the day. When I thought that, I think I might be one of those people who are like, getting through it without any symptoms, because my whole family was down, including like grandparents and everything. They were fairly young, so don't worry. Everybody's fine technically. But God, and I was the one that literally a week in, I was out hard. But I usually do this like I'm like a long time I'm all right, and many times thankfully I don't present symptoms for various stuff. But sometimes it's just out of the blue. So this waited for an extra few years. Whatever. But sadly it needs surgery. And I know this since about half a year. So it's always like a little extra. We tried just local anesthesia and surgery, and then it needs to be. I need to be put under. When the game Join Us comes out, you gotta play it. Join Us. Is that a game? What is it about? Join Us. It sounds so familiar. Is that a horror game? I don't know, Pedro, Bill. Lovely people. What an absolute bunch of joys of human beings in the chat right now. Yes, you too. Stop shaking your head. It's you included. Goodness gracious. Yes, of course you are included. You are valued and valuable and worthy of love. Each and every one of you lovely people. Thank you very much for tuning in. The lovely Bill LeBuck. I don't know, Pedro. Peter ponders, and Peter soon pounds. Watch this. Oh wait, that's a different stream. Peter ponders after hours already. Join us. You and the leader of you are the leader of a cult, says BioZombie Welder. Join us and have to grow it. Look it up. Ooh, all right. Is it a cult management similar to what is the name of it? Honey, I Joined a Cult. Is that similar to that? I will look it up. But yeah, BioZombie Welder, if you're part of the Discord, there's a recommendations channel in the Discord. ! Discord. And there's a recommendations channel or a suggestion channel for the stream suggestions. If you want either of the two, feel free to drop it in there so I don't forget. That will be lovely because I'm logged in. I don't look it, but I'm logged in. No, I'm literally logged into the room because my kids just barging through the door, and Mama Ponders is kind enough to keep them. No, it's alright. It's just because of a freaking horror game, and I have a noise cancelling headset, and they can just sneak up on me. And then everybody freaks out. And I don't want them to see the screen, okay? Got my Salubri, reach Golconda in Bloodlines before the final quests. Oh, and you can do that?
The lovely Lizzie just redeemed Stretch.
Thank you very much. Gamer Stretch. Look at this, lovely people. Look at it. Yeah, hit Obea 5. Oh, really? Wait, Golconda does need Obea 5. It doesn't have to do anything with that, no? Golconda is a state of mind, it's a concept. Blood counter stops ticking, nice. So what was it? What is it? Is that that's not the clan quest, right? What is it? The Final Nights? Final Nights mod. Just for the gameplay mechanics, I see. That's pretty good. The Final Nights. I really need to play that. But I really hope we're not gonna get the time. Oh, lovely people, watch this. We're gonna do this type of. I can't even show you properly because I don't have enough space for it. So this is the lovely. Can I even show it to you properly? So you pull it back. I need to hold the thumb in place. You should do it in front of a wall, by the way. I usually do this in front of a wall. Push it out. I'm holding it a little bit like this, so the thumb is also pushed back, and it's so good. Oh my god, it's so nice. And just hold it, and you can feel it across the whole arm. Gamer Stretches for the keyboard and mouse. It's great for controller as well. Send it to the Discord. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bio Zombie Welder, the spreader of joy of gaming. It sounds familiar, like I think I heard about Joy, and I twisted a little bit. Oh my god, it's so good. Thank you very much for the stretch redeem. Thank you very much for the stretch redeem. Final night. Still, let me see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. I so hope that your little cat comes up. Let us know. Let us know. But yeah, lovely people. I think we should join into the game. Goodness gracious. Again, I'm always late. I don't know. These weekday streams, it sucks being a wait slave. I just realized that. It literally throws a wrench in everything I do. Not just because of the... Like, my job is cool. Like, I love my job. But... The fact that I'm definitely... I don't have a diagnosis or anything, but I'm definitely not neurotypical. I know it's hard to tell. But the point is, I have a really hard time, like, lining stuff one after the other, especially in time. And I also had to do a little bit of overtime today, and I should be live right now for about... If everything goes according to my plans, we should be live right now for about 2.5 hours. It's incredible. If things doesn't go as according to my plan, because you know I'm trying to account for that too, knowing myself, we should be live for about 2 hours. If it still doesn't work, we should be live for about 1.5 hours. And look at it, we are barely live for 26 minutes. It's horrible. I know the feeling, yeah, Bill. This says diagnosed autistic, had to stop working as a teacher because of frequent executive dysfunctions. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Unless you are happier this way. I really hope you don't like want to be a teacher and sadly you just didn't. It was not the right place for you. I mean, to be frank, you can still teach stuff, right? It's just maybe not as a teacher for smaller kids. What age group did you? I do better as a translator. That's amazing. I hope you like it. So linguistic? Oh yes, you mentioned that you work with languages, right? If I remember correctly, I'm not mixing you up with someone. I taught all ages from the kindergarten to university. Okay, because of language, right? Yeah, Portuguese, English, there you go. Well, that's great. I'm happy that you found like you can pivot still with languages, you can pivot into translation. That's pretty cool. My Blackbird 7 Twitch. My grandmother used to tell us a joke. She'd say knock knock, we'd say who's there, and then she'd say I can't remember, and start to cry.
Aboard, Captain. All systems online. Some systems need attention.
Some systems do. Some systems do need attention, that is true. Caffeinated Zombie 23. Or is that lead speech at the end? Caffeinated Zombie. Zeh. Caffeinated Zombies. That makes actually sense. It's a Z and an E at the end, right? How are you getting on? Thank you very much for tuning in and thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Autism, type 1 diabetes. Oh god. You have... Are you collect... What is this? Is this your collection or something? Are you like trying to collect them all? What are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. I really hope you're managing it. Also, Hashimoto thyroid. Ooh, what is that? I mean, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but which one is that? I guess it's a thyroid dysfunction, right? I really hope these are all manageable and you are otherwise fine and feeling okay and life is great. Autoimmune hyperthyroidism. Oh goodness. God, no! You just gotta... God! You used the lul emote. I was blessed in a genetic lottery. And you got the 3 times combo. Triple. Bill. Congrats on the combo, but this combo stuff is not... Also generalized anxiety dysfunction. Goodness gracious. You are really collection. You are like... do you know Project Zomboid? Caffeinated Zombie is my alt. Ooh, Biozombie Welder, you are here twice. You are here twice. Those are the things I deal with, yep. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the Stream Elements bot being so insensitive as well. Just literally gave you a 3x combo after you said 3 of your problems. It's like so sad. It was because of the emotes, of course, but still. As if it knows. The bots know. Goodness freaking gracious. Lovely people. Silence! Not you, not you. Please be as vocal and chatty as you can be. We are starting the game. We're gonna... What am I? I don't... No. No. We're gonna just go here and we're gonna be fine. We're not gonna own anything and we'll be happy. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do that. Gotta support my mustache friend. Thank you very much, Bio Zombie Welder. Thank you very much for thinking of me. All the alts and everything. If you truly want to support that way. Because Twitch follows is one thing. But lovely people, I like the concept. I like the way you think. But check out the YouTube as well. ! YouTube. You can find older streams. We are multi-streaming as well. I think it works as well, right? Does it work? Yeah, it does work. Let's let it go. This doesn't go out to the YouTube, lovely people, because you know you are already there. But yeah, you can find an older video there, and all the new ones. Let's start. We can do it. Bum 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 bum. I'm so sorry, by the way, Blackbird7 Twitch. That was exactly at the follow. My grandmother used to say, knock, knock, and we used to say, who's there? And my grandmother says, I don't remember, and starts crying. I don't know if you need and starts crying at the after, right? Do you... Blackbird7 Twitch coming in with another one. Knocking it out of the park. Watch both him and beating buzzers for PC. Nice. I got here through Nook. Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah, the lovely Nook. And beating buzzers is amazing joy of... There's some amazing joys of Project Zomboid streamers. And to be honest, I would be fully Project Zomboid streaming. Like, my main thing is Project Zomboid. It was just a while ago. I'm so preparing for the Bloodlines 2 release that I was thinking that we're gonna play some Bloodlines games. Oh, we gotta do it. We're gonna play some Bloodlines games before we get there. How about that? I totally knew. Yeah. But the Project Zomboid is so amazing. We're gonna definitely go back there as well. I don't know when. I'm pretty sure there are gonna be some events or the new server that one of our community members launch. One of an amazing streamer. There's gonna be a server launch in about 2 weeks. If you're interested, feel free to join our Discord, and we're gonna, you know, do the listing, invite listing, and all kinds of things there. I'm happy to share with you the details as well. ! Discord. If they love me some PC, Project Zomboid is one of the best sandbox survival zombie games out there. Although, even as a generic sandbox survival game, I just love Zomboid. I think it's fantastic. You can turn off the zombies. By the way, I don't think... I truly believe that they should add Raider support, although some of the Raider mods are amazing. Some of the Raider mods are truly amazing. They should add NPCs again. Of course, they're working on it, but you know, whatever, we'll see. But even just if you just add the Raider mod, or you swap the zombie models for something else, that could work as well. I don't know if there are good mods for that. But basically, if you turn off the zombies, it's just a nice survival simulator. Isn't it? You can just live against the elements, cryogenic winter if you want. Fantastic game, Project Zomboid. Not one of the best, it is the best. I think so too, I think so, it's really good. I've played a few. One of my favorite genres. I don't even know what my favorite genre is actually. Project Zomboid is probably my favorite indie game ever, says the lovely Bill. I got the Founders Edition key when the game was only sold at the Sura. Oh, yes. Wow, that was a while. What was it, like 2012? Was it 2013? Somewhere along there, right? Maybe even earlier, around that. I'm there already. Nice. But yeah, that's a some lovely people to watch. All right, lovely. Let's just join. I don't remember where we were. Okay, it's Princess Quarters, Leisha, and After reporting on the situation, Leisha and Caleb offer the prince his services once again, which makes total sense. Oh yeah, we finished up the Caleb storyline, and came back just there. I love the music.
I'm guessing you tipped Bazori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news?
Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
It is crucial. Wait a minute! We literally asked her, did you tip off Bazori, like Caleb Bazori, the other vampire? The eldest in the city, as far as they know. That is. Tipped him off for the traitor. But it's not true. Like, he was sent to assassinate one of the Second Inquisition leaders. They were talking about someone being a traitor, but they didn't tip anybody off, did we? Do we know who the traitor is? I don't think we do know yet, right? Did you read about my story with Project Zomboid? Is it me, or is that me for me or someone else's in the chat? Not the best music. Yep. Did you send it and I missed the message? Please feel free to copy and paste it again. I'm so sorry if I missed it. Just lovely people, don't fret. I'm not worried if I see a message twice or anything. I'd rather see your message than actually. I read it. Okay, cool. What's going on? I played in a Project Zombie roleplay server, says BioZombie Welder, where they removed all zombies and it was like a GTA 5 RP server. It was interesting to say the least. Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. You can definitely, it's basically an empty world with all the houses and everything, and you're just only a handful of survivors. Yeah, been following. Also because of the game is made in Lua, a code language made here in Brazil. Lua scripting. Lua can be so effective and it can piss me off so much as well. I love how proud of that you are. And I'm like, the first thing that pops into my mind is like, oh, just not Lua, please. That's not true. Lua is pretty good. Kind of heavy, yeah. Lua is pretty good. If it's used well for what its original purpose and ideas when concepts were, that's pretty cool. Only thing Project Zomboid needs is a Mad Max mod. Isn't there one? I wonder. You know what I also wonder, lovely people? How about we put together a server? How about we put together a community roleplay server? Roleplay, or maybe light roleplay, just to get... I mean, if we could get together for some hardcore roleplay with enough people, I would love that. And by hardcore, I just mean that you act like your character would... we are more... If we would do hardcore roleplay, I would do character sheets, to be honest. Not because it's extra work, admin work, but for just to check if the characters have a good chemistry together on the server overall. But we can do light roleplay, which is the easiest, and then still as much roleplay as you can, but it's more casual to include more people. But what do you think about a Fallout-themed Project Zomboid server right leading up to the Fallout Season 2 series? How about that? There are some really lovely Fallout mods. I don't know if there's a Mad Max mod. Don't think there's a Mad Max mod. That would be also useful, partially. Hunter Kill, the lovely Hunter Kill is here. Alright, our agreement with Hartford is crucial. Let's go. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Just go with the flow.
Enough small talk. I have another favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delson and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delson?
We need to blind them from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across.
Europe?
All right?
Yeah.
What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
Okay.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Why is it that any IT professional just straight up assumes that the other IT professionals are shit? Also, to be frank, they are. But at the same time, like why? Okay, let's say we infect their network and Caius is taking them down. You know, our Nosferatu is taking them down from the inside. Why wouldn't they just have backups? It's a freaking second Inquisition we're talking about here. Oh my god, you're speaking my language on a Fallout roleplay server? Where do I sign up? You know, in the Discord? Keep your eyes peeled on our Discord, lovely people. I have some things cooking. I'm so logged in for Bloodlines and Vampire the Masquerade. But that's pretty much, you know, end of October, November. And I think the Fallout series comes out in December, right? So basically in November we can start prep work. I already have a mod collection that I would like to work with. It's not gonna be heavily modded. It's gonna be thematically modded for Fallout. Maybe we should... I don't know if we should also commission some stuff. We'll see. There's quite a number of lovely mods for Project Zomboid for Fallout. But yes, just think about it. How amazing that would be. Fallout Louisville. Fallout Louisville, Kentucky. It would be amazing. Just done playing Carmageddon with my buddy. Carmageddon, which one? I mean, to be honest, all of the Carmageddon games. What a legendary game that was. And to be honest, it still is. GOG.com, lovely people. I think it's still purchasable on GOG.com, right? The RKX ones. Oh, that's actually max damage from 2016. That's the newest one, right? There's a mod for the power armor in Project Zomboid. Yeah, I know. I have that in the collection. But if you have any recommendations channel in the Discord, you can also put it in suggestions. Suggestions is more stream suggestions, like on the stream you would love to see this or that. And recommendation is more for like everybody, hey, here's this, you know, game that is flying under the radar. If you haven't heard about it, please play this game because it's amazing type of deal. But it's not just games, you know, it could be like a book or a movie or anything. I recommend starting this server today. We need some hype period as well. I mean, we could start earlier, but then again, my only problem that if I'm starting the Fallout roleplay server, I have been gestating that idea for quite a while now, like maybe even a year at this point. And I have the mod collection ready, and I want to be there when it starts. Like, if we start it, I want to be there, dedicate a lot of the streams, a lot of the time for it. Which would be, like, again, we are going into Bloodlines 2 release. I'm gonna be lost for a month at least. I wonder how long. This is so interesting. When Dune Awakening came out, I was pretty much playing Dune Awakening for a good 2 months-ish. I think. Yeah, I can pretty much say that. About 1.5, 2 months, I was just into Dune Awakening. I wasn't even rushing it. I was enjoying every little bit. It's amazing. It's an amazing game, by the way. Need a link to this mod collection for solo use. Oh, we're gonna, yeah. If we put it together finally, I will make it also public, of course. Like, there's gonna be, and in the Discord we can also make a Discord list. So yeah, of course. I haven't made it public because again, maybe I shouldn't even talk about this. Like, actually thinking about not, but you mentioned the server and roleplay and everything, and my mind went into overdrive. So what is, oh yeah.
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security.
Ooh.
Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
Of course it is.
I see. Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by
Why?
sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it.
But they literally asked the same thing of Galeb, just with a different mission. What is happening here? Are they all gonna get set up? Bring the idea to life like it is a zombie rising from the game. Exactly. You know what we would need? A good ghoul mod for the zombies. To be frank, I would gladly replace those. Like, there would be some ghouls, but I don't understand this ghoul-centered, like, you know, feral ghoul-centered view that ever since Fallout 3 is just like so rampant. That's the laziest Fallout writing which happened in Fallout 3. So many interesting creatures, so many fantastic things happening with all the radiation, and the one thing they do is, oh, the metro in DC is like infested with feral ghouls. Why? Need some Deathclaws mod? I think we have a Deathclaw mod. If you look up the, I think we have one. I'm not sure. Well, if we don't, we need it. Yeah, we definitely need that. And by the way, some of the sprites, maybe we could even use some of the models. Hear me out. Fallout Tactics. One of the first multiplayer games for Fallout. Actually, it was the first multiplayer Fallout, I think. Fallout Tactics. I know it has a bad rap. I still loved it. It was different. It's not a role-playing game. It's a tactical action game or tactical strategy game. It's pretty good though. New Vegas Deathclaws, not the Fallout 4. Yeah. And again, Fallout Tactics has similar. Yeah, it has New Vegas Deathclaws. Would be amazing. But again, there's, you know, there's all the Mirelurks. It's such a fantastic idea. The other types of super mutants. Like, there's so many different things that just works out in the Fallout universe, and they went with the laziest, and they still do it with Fallout 76, by the way. It's just like it's rampant with freaking feral ghouls and glowing ones after, you know, like nuking stuff, and it's like they literally have honey, well, even maybe a honey badger, but they have like honey stuff, all kinds of mutated animals and everything. It's so cool. Oh, thank you. I can't. I'm full. Not because of this. I'm full because I ate my meal late. I'm kind of okay. A little bit. So lovely though. Should I eat it? Why don't we take a break? Aww. Lovely people. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oi! Lovely people, oi! Did I leave you here without music? I did, right? Did I leave you here without music? I'm so sorry. I should have. I should have put on some lovely beats. Although the game has like a nice little chill atmospheric ambience, right? That's good. My favorite was always the Red Scorpion. Exactly, Red Scorpions are so amazing as well. I like the new creatures in Fallout 76, by the way. Like, what did they do with the mutated honeybee, which is basically has a hive on its back? What is the name? What is the name of that? The honey. It's a worker bee, heavily mutated. I forgot the name of it, but that's a fantastic one as well. Like, there are some really creative, fantastic ideas, including the Grafton monster and whatnot. Like, many of those are really cool, and I know that some of those are cryptids in real life and whatnot, and they are the myths, right? But yeah, it would be amazing to have some of those creatures in Zomboid as well, and in Fallout.
So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
Oh,
They can't stand us.
2 birds,
They'll
1 stone.
never agree to fight for us. Let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
The second Inquisition is a nice, battle cry, rallying them together, right? But yeah, again, Fallout 76 as well is full of very interesting creatures. The mole miners are very interesting as well, and they are so much underutilized. I would love to see them fleshed out more, and they did a little bit here and there. Like there were some aspects of the mole miners were kind of processed, revealed, used during the Wastelanders update, but sadly most of it is just like very consequential, very episodical, very much self-isolated, which is sad. Like, I would love them to flesh those. I would love them to flesh out those very interesting things from the East Coast, rather than just, oh, Brotherhood of Steel, Enclave, and we're gonna make it work in the East Coast. Like, okay, I get it, to an extent, but also you have a literal array of amazing, interesting ideas to work with. And they ended up Brotherhood, Enclave, and Feral Ghouls. They made a zombie game, really? Same with Fallout 4, by the way. And I understand that you can't have giant red scorpions everywhere, because it kind of kills the mystique and everything, or Deathclaws. But you know what the first Fallout games had? Baby versions of the same creatures. Like, goodness gracious. By the way, you don't have to mow down 500 of them in order for the fights to be interesting, right? That's also one thing. It's not fair. Why me?
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the Anarchs.
That's not what I wanted to say at all.
They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that this time around. We're gonna be playing cool. Let's go.
Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down
Princess
every
pulling
Anarch I
rank.
know to ask for their help.
There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in
Randall Thane. The Anarch leader ruling over the domain, yeah. This is the Anarch movement's equivalent of a prince. Which is so funny, right? They don't have hierarchy, but they have a most powerful one, indeed. If you don't know what the Anarchs are pretty much the loners, the anti-heroes, well, they're kind of called rebel, but they're also sometimes the Bruja or Bruja clan is also called rebels. But rebels as well as rebel as well. But Anarchs are pretty much the the lone gunmen that can shoot up the whole town despite the sheriff being there or not in the Wild West. That's kind of an Anarch, like the ungovernable, the outlaw that is literally outside the law and the governance of vampire society. You just can't get a hold of them. Usually they are very powerful in order to make them believable, right? The Anarch movement asks every vampire the question, why do you obey? As old as the Camarilla, the movement has finally been thrown out of the tower as an unacceptable threat in dangerous times. There is, unacceptable threat. It was pretty much politics. The result? War in the streets, new blood feeding new collectives and baronies, and inevitable purges. As many Anarchs march under black banners as red, and as many again just want to keep their heads down and figure out who their next meal is coming from. Oh, should we wait until let's read this until the text break. Yeah, we are literally getting a text break with the ads, right? Ad break! So yeah, ad break is going on because Jeff needs his next yacht, and lovely people, we are all chiming in. Alright, each and every one of us, he deserves it, so we are chiming in to get him a new yacht. We got this. Lovely people, stick around. The ads will be soon over. It's mandatory. I can't turn them off. I would, but I can't. Alright, so this... Actually, you could turn them off, but that's, again, for free, we can't. Alright, what... I wanted to check something else here. Embrace Generation, yeah, we know that. Masquerade. The Hartford Chantry. Alright, the Second Inquisition. What is the Crimson Oaks? Shadowy organization that is difficult to trace. The Crimson Oaks have recently been involved in several plots that targeted the Prince of Boston. Oh, okay, so they are... Are they... Is this an Anarch organization? I love that it's called an Anarch, right? And then they organize. I will take an old yacht. Maybe he will take an old one too, but even the old ones are very expensive, I've heard. And like, oh, you don't know that? For some reason, rich people can keep up multiple jet airplanes and yachts, despite usually being only on one of them. I don't know what happens. They just he's building a fleet at this point. I'm not sure. He's just the president. He's not the CEO anymore. Andy Jassy is the CEO of Amazon, by the way. For quite a while now. Ever since... It's okay, it's fine, it's gonna be alright. The Society of St. Leopold is a covert militant arm of the Vatican that has hunted the supernatural since the Middle Ages. Oh yes. I love the lore of this so much, but they could actually include a little bit more text here. Like, they could have a small one, and then click into, in order not to be intimidating, it could have a click through of do you want more details, and then something extra, right? To the Society, the Second Inquisition is merely the same Inquisition they started in the 13th century. The Society of Leopold operates globally, working with other agencies as consultants and specialists backed up by centuries of recorded experience. Quite literally, a monster hunter organization for the Vatican for hundreds upon hundreds of years. Actually, about 800 years, which is pretty cool. I'd buy toilet paper rolls with vampire lore. Right? Blackbird 7 Twitch. I agree. I agree. And then proceed to wipe? Weep. I would proceed to wipe with toilet papers like that with my pinky held away. It would be great. I would have class, alright? I know it's hard to imagine, but I would have class. Okay, I think they gave us a name. Where is it? Are you kidding me, dude? We don't have a name here. We have the clans, we have the sects. Why is it not working though? Usually important people are put here. We have the main characters, we have all the freaking Camarilla here. And we don't have the Anarchs, we have Walter Stanford from the Society of Leopold. He's a nice dude, a lovely chap. I don't know why we don't have this.
Charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task, not even your sire. I don't want the council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
She's still quite powerful as the Prince of Boston. That were one of the oh god. This week and the last week is absolutely getting to me, lovely people. God, man. I'm so interested in this story, and I'm so freaking tired at the same time. I'm horribly disappointed because I wanted to be over the surgery by now. It couldn't have been done. And then hopefully next week we get to it, but I need to heal up by next week, but I am so busy with work. I don't know. I can't even properly rest. I'm just anxious about it as well. That's for one of the presents. That were one of the presents we got for our wedding. This is Blackbird 7 Twitch. Our picture on a toilet paper with game over date below it. Game over date. But you could fill out the date or the game over. Oh, the game over and the date of your wedding. How do you like get a toilet paper with the text below it? So it wasn't on every single sheet. Just to remind you. Still game over, but you can put it where it belongs. Whoever invented the company printing toilet paper for you, shame on you. Pfft. You got no choice. You have to make coffee. I do have some. Doesn't really work. What did I just drink? My god, you know what did I just drink? I drank a little bit of... It tasted like snot, but it was not snot. It was cinnamon. The cinnamon got together. Very interesting. Interesting. The date we are on, yeah. It was on each sheet, yes. We also got t-shirts with the same. You know what, when I saw, that is the one game over scene that I love the most. Like, I'm so happy I'm married. Like, I love it. Like, considering how the game is done. First things first, if you consider it a game, you already lost, I think, in the dating game. But if you still do, I'm so happy I don't need to date anymore. Like, I was just looking outside, looking out in the world. I have some young friends as well who are like before marriage or around there. We went to some weddings lately as well, which was amazing. But the stories they tell me, and just the sheer fact that people are trying to use apps to meet people, and God, those apps are basically a very good representation of the cancer of society, or the cancerous humanity on the planet. Like, it's horrible. It's just a cesspool of absolute sheer cluster coitus in not a good way. It's not a coitus in a good way. And even at the perfume they made for us, and what the perfume? Oh, that had the game over and the date on it as well. It was actually fun presents. That sounds cool. Keychains and other stuff. Weird gift package, to be honest. I mean, they wanted to like push the joke to the limit, right?
Sorry, Miss Lewis. You can't come through here.
Oh.
Come back later.
You know what I would love from computer games? If, according to the lore, according to what's going on, it would give you the player agency. Behind his door, there's the prince's quarters. It's basically the office of the prince. The Prince of Boston, which is literally the vampire who holds praxis over the domain of Boston. City and surrounding areas are the domain of the prince. Everybody in the city belongs under his or her jurisdiction. And yes, even if it's female, still called the prince. It's a title. Right next to her, we could see the sheriff. Delsin is more than likely the sheriff of the domain. Sheriffs are responsible for holding up the Camarilla law. Basically with all costs, like in any way, shape or form he seems necessary. Those two are the strongest, the literal most powerful kindred in the city. I still would like not to be able to go through a door like this, because this is just a ghoul. Is it?
Sorry, Miss Lewis. You can't come through here.
He's a ghoul. He's a retainer, a vampire servant. We could go through, and then it would be like a game over screen, right? Like, how amazing that would be. Like, we barged
The
in.
lovely Blackbird 7 Twitch just redeemed emotional damage.
And even then, it could be so many. It could be so many things, right? I can imagine. That was a little bit.
Emotional damage!
It's a little bit later, right? Exactly. Was that still the wedding present that caused emotional damage, or was it this? Like, I would love it if you could, if we can barge through, and then we either hit a game over screen, but we could make the decision of just shove a ghoul away, or we would be just dumbed out here or dumbed out in front of the building or something. Like, I would love, I love it when games are making you able to derail yourself. Like, remember when in Morrowind you killed a quest giver and it just told you that you did? Hello? What's wrong?
Ma'am, there you are. I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Oh. Which one? Should we be a softie? Let's be a softie.
Don't apologize. I missed you, McAndrews. The Jefferson Library, it was hell. I really thought I wasn't gonna make it, that I wouldn't see you again.
Excuse me?
That's all that inspires in you?
You haven't spoken to me like that since our breakup. I'm just a little surprised.
What are you talking about? We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Amem.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
That's her sire, by the way.
Come on. Tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
Memory magic.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that we...
Yeah.
I mean... You know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
This is lovely. Bill says, I love MM's facial features, look kind of feline. And that's kind of purpose, right? She's the player character with the celerity discipline. She's a Toreador. She has one of the discipline powers for celerity for Toreadors is called Cat's Grace. And I'd like to think she has access to that one. So yeah, good observation. Very nice. Have you ever tried to make egg fried rice? Yes. Fair enough, right? How fitting. No, it's great. It's great. It's great that they did a good job because, you know. Blackbird 7 yeah, we did. Egg fried rice is so cool. Mama Ponders makes a killer, an amazing egg fried rice.
I wanted to know, why exactly did we break up?
Yes.
Was it you? Me?
It's more complicated than that.
But...
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want.
Oh my god. This is interesting. This must be a very weird.
I'm sorry, I've gotta go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
Why do you...
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Hazel made that exceedingly clear.
Shut
if
up.
She thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
Oh.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
Oh, really? Okay, this is a conversation in which we don't tell each other stuff. We just tell each other that there is stuff. Yes, it was 1 day old rice. Obviously. I mean, come on. What's that? The Flamingo FP5 is a Ukrainian ground-launched cruise missile with a range of 3,000 kilometers. Goodness gracious. 1,150 kilogram warhead. A 1,150 kilogram warhead? Are you? Is that accurate? More than a ton for a warhead? It's an intercontinental ballistic missile. Cruise missile, and the launch system that allows for concealed mobile deployment as well. It was unveiled in August 2025 and is in serial production, designed to strike targets deep inside enemy territory. Who would have thought that people in war would actually be in war? Apparently Ukraine made 7 of them each day now. War sure make people progress quickly. And that was true for all of human society, if you think about it. Our history is fraught. Our history is fraught with wars. And to be frank, lots of things have happened during them, which are absolutely abysmal and disgusting. But the other thing that happened for them or connected indirectly or sometimes even directly to them is huge progress, which is very, isn't that convoluted? But this is just goes to show how much this is the multiple layers upon layers of shades of gray with onion peels. Like, if you wanna, you know, pile some of these metaphors together. Crisis kind of forced progress into large leaps. Exactly. I mean, just think about it. Like, what happened in the world wars? And you know what's also interesting? War. War never changes. Biozombie Welder, it is true. It is true. Although it's not true. Have you ever thought about it? That's one of the... Like, war never changes on a philosophical level. It's so true. Yet war is never constant. Have you thought about this? Like, on a different level, war never changes. It's just untrue. How lovely that is. That we can just talk about this as well. I see what you did there. Yeah, right? But yeah, it's interesting to see. And by the way, lovely people, one of the earlier streams we talked about this that we have it in our Discord. I'm referring back to it because it's an absolute bunch of choices, human beings, lovely people. If you want to become part of the community there, ! Discord. I shared there a video which is about 19 minutes, I think, on YouTube, which is basically a time lapse of known human history, and on the map, on that projection of the usual world map, there's various human cultures and empires and countries before they were called countries. From there, all the way to modern day, basically yesterday. Maybe it's actually only until like 2019, but whatever. The point is that all the way there, there's all kinds of how the power struggles worked with basically over territory. It's visible on the map, and also what it has, multiple columns of, like, you know, great scientific discoveries in that year, political achievements or changes, which doesn't necessarily represent on the territory or land mass, but it's obviously important. Even epidemics, pandemics, although pandemics are not really a thing back then, right? And it's amazing. That video goes through everything, and there's also a global population counter, and that was the one that upset. I thought I knew about human history. She said too much. I don't know which one should I choose. So I thought I knew about human history, but I didn't know the scale. Like, there were lots and lots of people back in the day, and we talked about this, and there were like even huge armies, right? There was amazing historical events like for example, the Tatars, basically the Mongolian Empire just swept through Europe all the way to the west. How the Roman Empire conquered huge swaths of land. All of these are very interesting, and we always talked about the thousands of legionnaires, right? However, if you put it on scale, by the First World War, right? And I may get the numbers a little bit wrong, but then again, join the Discord and you can check it. And they seem accurate. By the First World War, 1914, when it starts, or maybe 1915, that was the date point, the global population is estimated to be about 1.2 billion people. 1.2 billion souls when the First World War is going on. I never knew this. Just for comparison, there's more than 8 billion souls on the planet right now as we speak. The very First World War, that was pretty much a blood pump of a war. It was horrible, on a scale that was unprecedented before. the global population, and not the whole globe was not involved, by the way. Maybe they were indirectly, but you know, like there was no Malaysian army marching in Europe. The whole globe was 1.2. The Black Plague population drop, man. Oh, that was horrible as well. But again, even with those population drops, in the 20th century, in the beginning, we were like 1 billion. We 8x'd it since. 8x. Insane, man. The Second World War, which was, what? 25? What was it exactly? So after the end of the first, it was 21 years. 21 freaking years after the First World War ended. The second one starts, and when it starts, 1939, there was, I think, 2.2 billion. I may mistake here and there, but like, it was a little bit more than 2 billion people. Maybe even less, actually. But think about it. The two bloodiest, vast wars of human history, that was absolutely atrocious and horrible. And there were other atrocious wars, of course, but, you know, this was like, in terms of manpower, absolutely insane. There was a quarter of people living on the freaking planet. Have you thought about this? And all up to that point, human history was basically war, 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 war. This is very new, that since the invention of the atomic bomb, we are like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold your horses a little bit. A little bit, because the wars are now proxy wars, right? You think about it, war does and doesn't change. Exactly. Saintfield, welcome on in, by the way. Thank you very much for tuning in. Point is, war is brutal. Brutal. Like the Harkonnens, they're brutal. Point is, war is brutal. It just gets worse. Yeah, that's the thing. It gets, well, it depends on how you look at it, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure back in the old ages, the ancient times, war was also just as brutal. Like, it just is in a different way. It does change. It does change because the way we fight, who is fighting, and the battlefield. Yeah, all of those. Yeah, war doesn't change, as it's always two people that have different opinions can't come to terms with each other. If only it would be that simple, I would love it so much more. If only it would be so simple. They just can't come to terms. Sadly, it's usually people who are even disconnected from reality don't seem to get an agreement, or they don't even try to reach an agreement, but they are like trying to signal to each other, knowing that, or being absolutely certain that, oh, we did our best, now send in the army. Like, they don't even talk many of the cases, and many times it's not even talking, it's literally just a, I would like to have domain over that territory. What is the best way? Should we do like a cultural takeover like the United States did pretty much for the world, right? But they created Halloween. That's not what they created. They created Hollywood, right? And if you think about it, what is Hollywood and computer games and an amazing books from the Western culture as we produced over the decades and hundreds of years? That's basically a cultural victory in Civilization 5 or 6, right? They are definitely working towards a cultural victory. Like, people in vastly different cultures know what professional wrestling is, or what Hollywood films are, which is very interesting. So that would be a different one. Do we try that? No, that's too indirect. I want it now. Send in the army. The Black Plague, yep, population of modern medicine made population enclosed mad fast. Yeah, but how interesting that is, right? Oh, and by the way, some of those the medicine was improving in leaps based on the horror. And let's not get into that. It might not even be TOS compatible, right? We can talk about it in the Discord later, people, if you're interested. But let's just say that the modern medicine as we know it, we can thank some horrible sacrifices which were not made by them. but kind of forced upon some people, sadly. And with that, we are actually lowering the suffering of current day humans, which is very interesting. It's such a weird, convoluted thing to think about. Vaccines, yeah, surgeries, synthesization of insulin, yeah. And by the way, insulin is so freaking cheap and easy to make. It's horrible that the economic system is just doesn't allow it to actually naturally fall in price. Well, in some countries at least. Well, wars do keep the tomatoes fertilized, peasant farmer. Well, oh my god. Oh god. And then we eat them. It can also be injustice. Oh yeah, many times, by the way, I would love to see that historians, you know, propaganda from both the sides like to make the other side seem to be the evil. But I like the way how historians can also be impartial in a way and not just try to read the history as in how because you know, history is written by the winner, as they say. And looking into the nitty-gritty details, there's some merit in almost always all the sides has some merit in what they are trying to get to, at least. Now the way they're trying to do that could be absolutely abysmal. But the concept, the spark behind their thinking might have merit, even from the looking at it from the other side, and it's very interesting. Kind of weird. I have made many playthroughs of Civilization and Stellaris of Culture Wins, but never thought about it. Yeah. I mean, think about it. Even to this day, cultural war, if you consider it a war, it exists. Like it's happening right now as we speak. All kinds of things, right? Different thinking, different cultures are pressing against each other. And to be honest, your life could be enriched by just reading poetry from vast different cultures. It's very amazing what they do with the language. There's just one slice, right? Check out Escape from Tarkov, which is like a through and through Russian development of a computer game. And check out Western games. Check out Eastern computer games. How interesting that is. How culture affects art. I love it. I just love it so much. Should we be doing this? Let's do it this way.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. I'm sorry. You're right. You're my sire. I should believe you. And I do. We good? Would you tell me what you know? Please.
Seriously, you don't think you're laying it on a little too thick?
Oh.
Not at all.
You can be such a pain sometimes. Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well, let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
Wow. Okay. We very much just got told that, hey, tonight might be the last night you ever will learn what motivations Hazel would have. Lo and behold, talk to April Bosley, the herald of the domain. Anthak, welcome on in. The lovely Anthak is tuning in as well. It's great to have you. Thank you. Hello there, vampire friend. What are you talking about? Frickin' masquerade, man. Masquerade. I mean, yeah, jokingly. Wink, wink. Oh, just something just got into my eyes. Did you have the time to check that RimWorld Vampire series? Ooh, I haven't checked it yet. I put it in the watch list. I put it in the watch later list, but I haven't checked it yet. I might have checked some parts of the first episode. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
All right, one more bite.
I love how RimWorld can be such a sandbox.
Alcohol. Ugh. I always hated that smell.
Ooh. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Trade wars are very common. Yeah, trade wars, yeah. And then again, economic war, right? In that sense, like trying to out economies another power is also very proper anesthesia. Oh, what's that? If you examine thoroughly, says Bill, movies and other media are limited to around 12 types of scripts. Is it like the big like strokes of storytelling? There's a lovely Wikipedia article on it as well. Like the basics of storytelling archetypes. Isn't that the 12? And then like, you know, the quest, the basically a Fetch Quest story, the redemption arc, like stuff like that, right? At university we used to call it the Pocahontas avatar theory. Oh, Bill, it is. How similar those two are, right? Everybody was so bad. I remember when Avatar was first coming out, everybody were talking about it, how similar it is to Pocahontas. Biozombie Welder says, I never thought about Hollywood as a culture war, but it is definitely true. And you know, it's not necessarily a war, but cultures are definitely influencing others, right? Whether it's a war or not, the way Western values from the Western type of culture influence the whole world, and to be honest, in turn, the way Chinese cultures, even especially historically, right, with yoga and all the kung fu and all the other stuff, influences the Western side as well. It's a constant. It's not really a war, but it's a trade of influence, right? Which is nicely simulated in Civilization, to be frank. Penicillin and insulin were the first turning points. I mean, yeah, any antibacteria, right? I mean, even garlic was a turning point, to be honest, when they realized that garlic is cool for you. Proper anesthesia, like big pharmas. Like,
it's never been this quiet here.
Bill's comment is just this: big pharmas. ... Biozombie Vendor says, kind of weird. I have made many playthrough. Yeah, I read it already. I did that one already. But yeah, Stellaris and Civilization culture wins, but never thought about it. No other form I have done was trade wars. Oh yeah, yeah. What is the purpose of war? Blackbird 7 Twitch. God created war so that Americans would learn geography. Oh man, but they haven't. They just didn't do their homework in the grand scheme of things.
One more bite and I'm done for the night.
What? I mean, we can just talk again a little bit.
Did you need something else?
Ooh! Kind of want to do this just to get my psychology stuff up, and we get back a little bit of that, I think. What is your thoughts?
The reports from Richard and Leisha are truly frightening. I never thought I'd see a day like this.
Predators never see themselves as prey. We're going to have to be extremely cautious if we want to survive.
Do you have any plans?
No. I'm waiting for Hazel's orders. We're dependent on her now more than ever.
Yeah, it's interesting they have this structure in place, yeah. I myself aim for something medieval in RimWorld, says Anthak. Oh yeah, and there's some amazing mods for that too, right? Like all kinds of medieval stuff just in order to stop you from going too tech heavy as well. Again, an amazing sandbox. Biozombie Welder says, RimWorld is such a great game, especially if you play RimWorld together. Ooh, yes, yes. I should definitely play that. I know about it for so long, but I haven't played RimWorld with someone else ever. Do you think it would make a good together stream as well? Like some good team together, where we are doing like a RimWorld playthrough in a certain fashion with someone? We have some amazing streamers part of our communities. Yep. I mean, it would be nice. I think I'm gonna... Psychology. Diplomat. Social attribute. Why do we have the suspicion so far up? +1 difficulty psychology and intimidation both. That's just disgusting. Puppet Master. Rhetorician. Rhetorician. Control thought. Right. Alright, well. I think I want to try it. On purpose we're losing. Oh my god, the +1 difficulty is absolutely atrocious. It just adds it to it afterwards. I thought the 4 is already there.
You waiting for the prince to do something.
But here I am, doing just that.
No, you've always got a plan B. You're not telling me everything.
Unfortunately, no. It's all happening so fast. I haven't had time to plan anything.
I have a hard time believing that.
Do you think she's honest?
Suit yourself. Keep your secrets.
She seemed honest, but then again, it's facial animation, right? Peter, we can play RimWorld together. I would be honored to play it with you. By a zombie welder, we can do that sometimes, yeah? Do you mean on stream? I'm not too many hours in RimWorld, to be honest. Like, I played it here and there sporadically. And then the new version I played, I think, last year a little bit heavier. But only the base game as well. Antax says, quite possible you could do the vampire houses type of scenario, or even medieval houses. Oh yeah, absolutely. And by the way, Vampire Dark Ages. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Oh, my, Billy. Just imagine Vampire the Masquerade Dark Ages in RimWorld. Oh. It doesn't have to be. Or Requiem. That would be also good. Vampire Requiem. It's Vampire the Requiem, right? I think officially. That's an amazing game system. I really hope they will come up with new editions for that too. Although you don't need a new edition in order to enjoy it, right? On or off stream, I don't care. It's up to you. Just an honor to always get to play with a legendary mustache. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. I would pretty much have like a controller for my mustache and a mouse and keyboard for my hands, and it's like I am technically unbeatable. maybe even 2 keyboards. I'm gonna spend it. We're gonna do it. I think every attempt is a. Ooh.
You sure seem ticked at the prince.
We've got different political views, that's all. It's rather healthy, actually. There's nothing worse than a council that's enthralled to its prince.
Oh yeah?
That I can believe. But it seemed like there was something else.
Ooh.
What?
Nothing more than what I just told you. You're imagining things.
If you say so.
I love when you set up a game that your resolution is 16 by 10, which mine is. And you can move the mouse here, so this is obviously rendering, but everything is rendered in 16 by 9. Thank you very much, game. It's much appreciated. This game is not alone with this, I just realized. By Zombie Weather says, I know how to set up a server for it, so I can always help you set one up or set it up. We can talk about it whenever you want. Thank you very much. Yeah, we should definitely hit each other up on Discord about it. I don't think we're gonna get there very soon, depending on how Bloodlines turns out. Like basically, my year, the current year is gonna look like this. I don't know about January, although January might be still Fallout pretty much. But what I'm planning to do is. Next week is gonna be Bloodlines 2, right? Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I really freaking hope the game is so good that it's gonna tide me over for up until the Fallout series in December, pretty much. If not, we have a Humanid Z playthrough that I'm planning. We can of course interject it in between the Bloodline streams as well. Of course, it's like not like obviously not the one game we have to play all the time. Period. Unless it's demanded by the lovely masses. So I'm definitely playing a lot of Bloodlines 2. More than likely we should finish up the Bloodlines 1 playthrough as well. But again, if Bloodlines 2 is so cool, I don't know when. Then it's like October, end of October, November. And again, if if there's a drought or anything there, we can play Arc Raiders. We can play the new Escape from Tarkov comes out soon, 1.0. We can play that too. There's was one Hunt Showdown. It was ages ago. I would love to jump back into that. Like there's so many great games, so little time. Not to mention that I would just like to play Project Zomboid. Like Project Zomboid streams should be a thing again, right? And then there's Don't Starve together. Should we stream Don't Starve? Like, would that be a thing of interest? Streaming Don't Starve together? Yeah, that is definitely having a depth of complexity as well, yeah. And then December, middle of December, will be the Fallout Season 2, the Season 2 of the series coming out.
Emergency.
With
starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
The lovely Sainfield _ reminded Peter to get a snack.
Thank you very much. This is not a healthy snack technically, but you know, it's chocolate. It's healthy, okay?
I gotta go. I've got stuff to do.
Just a sec. I know Hazel told you not to talk about it.
Let's do it. Do it. It's a dice roll, basically. Yes or no? Oh. Oh.
Please, at least tell me where you're headed.
I already told you I can't. Quit harping on it.
Oh, you're passing up a precious ally, but fine. See you.
Oh my god, to be honest, she's right. She's kinda right, though. Can I take this?
Don't even think about it.
I wasn't going to.
No, it was just a misclick. A misclick of thoughts. Are you absolutely kidding me that I used up all my willpower for that? What? So if I collect cards in the scenes, or did we just end up using all of these? Here's a funny thing. Imagine being introvert, but your job is selling things to people in a store. The shite I've done. Can't even call myself introvert at this point.
What a night.
Wait, were you working as a salesman?
Alcohol. Ugh. I always hated that
For
smell.
real? Tell us more. Yeah, we can get blood. We just don't. We just can't get freaking. We just can't get freaking.
I could use a nap.
Yeah, we know. Wait, what? We got back some willpower just by exploring? Okay, this is new. What is the quest? Let's go see the boss store on Arcs. So keep exploring the base before leaving. Take that one. Take the elevator to in April Bose's office to go to the prince's apartment. Why would we want to go to the apartment right now?
Do you think we have time to just laze around? You need to be fast and effective. Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Miss Bosley.
You're a good kid, Lazarus. I need a drink. Now, shake a leg.
Oh, Miss Bosley is absolutely...
All right, you heard her. Double time.
If we don't work faster, Hazel's gonna freak out.
He's definitely gonna speak out.
I can't wait to be done with this.
I've been at this for hours.
What a nightmare. It's chaos here.
That's good. That too. And that.
Why did they stop at
What's
the
that?
door?
ID card? 1963? Obsolete. Hey, sorry, we're a little busy here. That's good.
Why did they just walk into the door face first?
And that.
All I'm hearing tonight is Lazarus do this,
What's
Lazarus
that?
do that.
ID card? 1963?
Isn't this supposed to be like they should have gone inside the archives
sorry,
and
we're a
they were
little busy
doing
here.
inside stuff and they just accidentally stopped right there? Look at what they're doing. Nothing.
That's good. That too.
Poor,
And that.
poor Cthulhu.
Sorry,
Listen.
I don't really have time for this.
1963?
What a nightmare. It's chaos
Hey,
here.
Sorry, we're a
The
little
pile's
busy
not getting any smaller.
Alright. Let me just double check if we have another card somewhere. This wasn't accessible at all before. Oh, but this is Kelthum's office, right? Yeah, Secretary of Kelthum Hamdam. Oh. Journey! This is exactly what we were looking for. We needed this business card. Wait, what? MM's Harlem Hellfighters badge? Oh yes, the World War One. MM's father joined the infantry unit. Event of a tie. Opponent's focus is reduced. Let's lock this in. Let's lock it in. This was for the party, right? The party planner. It's like store for building supplies, and I sell things for time being, at least some income. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's pretty cool. I'm happy that you found a job already and everything. I mean, you've been bad for a few months now, right? Same field, but I'm so happy that you found. Wow, truly a supernatural. Not even close to the keyboard, just telepathically typing. Not even in front of the monitor, if you think about it. And the seat is nowhere to be seen. The power in those thighs, lovely people. Those thighs, if they can tell stories.
MM, there you are. I've been looking for you for hours. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Do I know you?
Oh no.
Yeah, you're a real comedian. Seriously, where have you been?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've ever met.
What the hell? What's the matter with you?
Shit. My little visit to the Warlocks. I think it left a mark. I'm sorry, I'm really confused.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me? MM, we've always been there for each other. You're my twin flame.
I don't remember.
What a fucking nightmare. What's going on?
Wow.
We were... Damn it. I'm sorry, I have to think.
My goodness freaking gracious. This is absolutely horrible. Diplomat, put it in place. Allies are in shock. We got a different one earlier. What was that? Thirst slaked. Psychology success. Em has forgotten her most loyal ally. It will be harder for her to find new ones. But we got -10 to the next social attribute cost, which is actually not too bad. Wow. This is absolute and utter insanity. Poor MM. We didn't collect all the memories for ourselves, so
Hey. Sorry, not right now. I need to think.
yeah, no worries. No worries. My goodness freaking gracious. This is horrible. Back for a month so far. Already got a job. I need some stability. Of course you do. Yeah. But I'm so happy you are like over it and that you didn't need to like go to. I hope at least you didn't need to go to so many.
These books are gorgeous.
Things, right?
Lazarus must have paid a fortune for them.
Like, I hope you didn't have to go through 5 factories, all kinds of interviews, like trial periods and whatnot. But yeah, you are an introvert and you are working in sales right now. That is interesting. That must be interesting. Was there another business card somewhere here? I would love that. I'm sorry. Ornate key. A key found at the prince's. What? No, it's not. A thumb drive containing the program developed by Caius to corrupt the data about the Mostorm vampires that has been gathered by the humans. MM1 must infiltrate their base to upload it to their system, so we need physical access for this. Next interaction lockpicking tool, we have the special blood. Sanity point, that's pretty cool. And we have the potions, look at this, we have a little bit of extra blood. Is there no negative effects for this? That's pretty cool. And we have a Tremere potion, which is even more celerity. Worst part, you can't cuss, it's in the contract. Wow, that's interesting that they actually had to write it in. Like, imagine what had to happen, what had to go down to write it on paper. Although, why would you cuss? Would you cuss as a salesman? Like, why would you cuss? You said you're looking like building supplies and stuff. Like, I mean, to be frank, it's okay. So that's hard because most of the construction workers are basically utilizing building supplies, their talent and professionalism, as well as basically FUs per minute is going into actually constructing something. Like, in order to create something, you have to tear it out of the universe and create something else. You have to tear the universe a new one, pretty much verbally. So I know, and same thing is true with software dev, by the way. Like, you can gauge the quality of a software based on the FUs per minute. Like, the cussing per minute is a very good metric while you are working on it. I read the whole thing and I was like, what the yeah. Well, there was that one point when it was rough, but it was mentally got over that mountain and I was good. You mentally got over that mountain, yeah. I guess it was when you went back, right? You went back home and then you started to look for something and it was hard in the beginning. If you don't mind me, you don't have to share, by the way, same field, or you can feel free to share with me in Discord DMs instead of, in our usual channels, instead of here publicly, of course. But I'm just curious, like, was there a specific reason that you decided that you moved back? You didn't really find what you were looking for, or do you have like a different plan because of the Spanish love that you have, or Portuguese, or you would like to go to Spain very much later on? And you just reset in between. Now in the Netherlands, you kind of heard about it there, here and there. Dental care here is cheaper. Oh yeah, definitely. That's true. Eastern Europe is really good dental care. There's a literal office here, a dentist office here in Ireland. There's not just, I don't think there's only the one, but I've heard from one here that is basically getting patients in here, but they put you on a program if you want it cheaper. They made you travel to Hungary with hotel and everything. They get your stuff done there in like 3 weeks, let's say. 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks, whatever, depending on what you do. And then they fly you back. And then here they do only like fixing little adjustments here and there. Like, they do some stuff here, but the majority of the work is, hey, travel to Hungary. And there in one of the pair clinics. I think that's the same. I think it's the same owner of the clinics. And again, I don't think they are alone. They are literally making a business with that. Dentists don't work until that is done, yep. Netherlands just to clean your teeth was like 4K. Oh god. What? And there was not included in your taxes? Like, usually there's like a once a year or twice a year a cleaning or a checkup, like a plaque removal and stuff like that. It's usually like dental hygienics, that's usually included, no? Maybe it depends on if you have private insurance as well. But I don't know how much they would ask for private insurance, to be honest, for dental to be included. A citizen. Are you kidding me? So it's not enough that you're paying taxes, hard taxes, mind you, on the western side. I mean, to be honest, show me a place when the taxes are not hard, right? But no, you need to actually be a citizen to get freaking dental care. That's just stupid. Easy for me to say, but really, right? I am called away from the court. I literally just put it in my mouth. I just put it in my mouth.
That's what she said.
May all your zombies topple over fences. Let's go with the blessing of our and Jesus. Hashtag not a cult.
Almost there, almost there. Alright. I am called away from the court on urgent business. I know we are under the strictest confinement, but if I emerge from this crisis ruined, the entire Camarilla of Boston will be damaged. Besides, a member of the Primogen should be able to come and go as he pleases. I'll be back as soon as possible. Who is this? Who writes this? Who wrote that? This is a conversation with Gina Moore. Miss Normie, the messenger is just leaving. Someone will come by your place around 1 AM. He will hand over the list to you. Sincerely, Abigail Normie. Further to Miss Iverson's request, I will need a detailed list of projects under joint management between her and the various members of the council. Your return is so... Oh, it's interesting. Be able to get to work now. Page 3. Beryl Underwood. Okay. We read this one before, right? Dear Abigail, as a member of the Council, I request that you provide me with a detailed report on the domain's most recent real estate acquisitions. I'm particularly interested in what's going on in the South End, especially SOA. I thank you in advance for your diligence and your unusual discretion. Beryl Underwood. What are these names, by the way? Beryl, Journey. Jason is fine, I guess. MM. Dear Mr. Underwood, I'm sorry, but I'm not authorized to disclose information about Miss Iverson's personal affairs. Abigail, I understand that I applaud your caution, but what pertains to the domain cannot be kept secret, especially from a member of the Council. This council is like way overstepping boundaries. There would be some heads flying, although it's a fairly spring young domain, right? Under Miss Iverson. I am well aware of your prerogatives as a member of the council. I also know that for requests of this kind you will need a level 3 authorization. Therefore, I would recommend that you contact April Bosley or discuss this directly with Miss Iverson. Come on, you could make one little exception to save us some time. I know how much you like pretty apartments. I own a few lofts myself, but I don't use very much. I could give one to a friend. They literally are using... This is okay, so this is so weird to me whenever... I mean, everybody knows that this shouldn't be... This should be like a recording that she secretly recorded or something. As a discussion, right? Ooh, MM is a Nigerian name, Igbo language. Bill, thank you! So that's an actual well-known name. Fantastic. Beryl? What about Beryl? That these are actual names? They sound cool. That's true. That's lovely. It translates somewhat to serenity. Oh, that's a very... Oh. I love when characters in games have these types of names. Hey, it is what it is, says Saintfield. I tried life abroad. It was good, but I need a place fitting me better, like language that feels and the rest. Yeah, it was too overpopulated and busy. Oh really? No place to just escape in silent nights? I'm sorry to hear that. Not even to like public library settings or like stuff like that that could maybe new things that you might have not thought about and could find yourself in those places. But I'm sorry to hear that it didn't work out. But I hope you liked it. I hope it was like an adventure. It was going well, and it was like a good learning experience. And just knowing that you want to learn Spanish now, that's already huge, right? And getting private place is near impossible if you're not wealthy enough. Oh yeah, housing is absolutely crazy. In almost all the countries on Earth as well. It's horrible what housing has become, or is becoming. Beryl is a Jewish name, I think. Oh, is it? Nope. Noise and busy traction all the time. Oh, really? I mean, there's a lot of people in a fairly small area, right? The Netherlands, that is. We've been talking about this for 4 nights now. It seems to me that you would have saved yourself some time by just following the rules. What's so interesting about Sova? Is it south? Why is that a region in Massachusetts? I heard a rumor that the offices of a new and highly influential blog on the East Coast have fallen into Miss Iverson's grasp. Oh, a rumor. Maybe I'm interested in freedom of the press. Name your price. Dear Mr. Underwood, I'm going to have to ask you to stop insisting. I am, of course, available for any further questions within the limitations of the court's rules. Of course. By the way, again, I'm sure the Nosferatu are monitoring this channel. What is even happening here? I received a handwritten note you left on my desk. However, this is an intrusion into my workplace, which is strictly personal. Out of respect for what you represent, this will remain between us, but it will not change my decision. Sincerely, Abigail. But with this message, it's not between you two anymore. I have the unfortunate impression that my office and apartment have been searched. Luckily for us, all of Miss Iverson's sensitive documents are safe and sound. You'll be happy to know that you can still speak to Miss Bosley regarding your previous request. I have the unfortunate impression that my office and apartment have been searched. I noticed a servant following me the other night, Mr. Underwood. I think he's one of yours. I'd appreciate if you'd ask him to stop. I don't know what you're talking about. If you happen to find that you are missing a servant, a tall, Asian-looking guy wearing a blue suit, don't bother looking for him. I'm afraid something bad may have happened to him. A little bit, yeah. But this is like, why would you even do this? It's interesting. Beryl is doing some shady stuff. Is that Beryl's writing, by the way? Who is the one? Wait. What's this? Seems to me like this is an illusion. Is this an illusion? Oh well. April Bosley.
I'd better hurry. If Zeus had chosen Flower to reign over all others, the Rose would be queen.
So on the 4th, current business presentation of the annual report starts with all guests have arrived. Oh, this is something we already know, I think. Email to group, last minute checklist. But this is before the party itself, right? I was born to arrive. Yeah, that hasn't happened, thankfully. Scheduled to get here at 11:30. They were nowhere near, I think, at that time, which is, you know, fashionably late. Satisfaction for once. For once, I wanted to say just how much progress Journey has made in organizing the opening night of the Red Salon. I stopped by for a surprise visit last night to check the quality of the services, and you did not disappoint. Please don't embarrass us in front of Hartford. Ooh. All right. Find which door the ornate key opens. We will see. I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog.
Oh my god, we really shouldn't do this. We just shouldn't do this.
The Swan's Nest. I hope it's worth it.
My dear Dajan. Hazel Iverson. Why would you write this down? My dear Dajan, you know the high regard I have for your advice and the even higher value I place on our special arrangement. That is why I ask you to carry out the task we discussed yesterday, a task that you were extremely reluctant to undertake. I appreciate your objections, but the hard-fought chantry is our best option right now. When I say right now, it is because I am counting on the situation changing, a change you yourself would be party to. And he still didn't believe this? I mean, to be honest, she knows what to say, right? Dajan, the Tremere Primogen, was actually looking for endearing in the... Where were the witch trials? That chantry. What was the Where were the witch trials? That very famous one in Massachusetts. I forgot. I'm blanking out. I'm blacking out. Not blacking, but I'm blanking on this. Salem. Thank you. So the Salem chantry is the one that he's supporting. Thank you, Ghost Llama. How are you getting on? The lovely Ghost Llama. Are you jumping in over the weekend for the 3-day server slam, as they call it, for Arc Raiders? What are your plans, Ghost the Llama? Let me know. Should we play some Arc Raiders together? Is the question. Or we should freaking play no more Room in Hell 2 as well. Have you played before? Like in the previous playtest? It reminds you of the cycle. It's kind of meh. The cycle was amazing in concept, but I also didn't like the graphics. Like, I don't like the cartoony style that much. I can take it. Like, I'm surprisingly okay with many of the cartoonish games that I play. But if I have a choice, yeah, I wouldn't go over that colorful and very cartoony. But even with that, I miss the cycle. I think it's amazing. I think they're gonna use it for the next game, most of the concepts, but yeah. But I heard really good things about Arc Raiders before, like really good things in terms of an extension shooter. I'm not sure about the third person that much, but I'm kind of happy that there's a third person view. I like it a little better if there's both a third person and first person, and then you can have various servers in which there's only third person. Usually if there's third person, then you don't benefit from a first person view, or well, you do, but not that much. But on the other way around, like if you search first person, then it's like forced, because you know you can't shoulder peek from third person view without being seen. And I like the idea of that. In the interest of my projects, I cannot reveal the details, especially in writing, but keep in mind that I know where you are from and of what your ancestors went through. Hartford is nothing more than a means, a tool that can be replaced. Help me, and when the time comes, I will help you. I mean, having just this in writing is also quite a risk the prince took. We don't have enough. We don't have enough aspects.
I didn't know Hazel was into music.
Swan Lake finale. BFDAC. Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake. I mean, I could get the psychometry up, but not quite. Is it worth it, what we're doing right now? This is extremely risky. We're just accidentally gonna bump into the sheriff here, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing. By the way, before anything happens, let's get this business card. Very nice. We get some willpower back. My prince, I have passed your request. Who's this? Caius Leto. My prince, I have passed your request for more information about Mr. Underwood on to Jason Moore. I can only congratulate you for taking such an initiative. I have observed a steady increase in Mr. Underwood's contacts with mortals around the globe, particularly in South America and India. He is very secretive, but he hides his financial transactions better than his contacts. He has a need to control everything at all times and uses every channel at his disposal to keep up with the latest news. Like most blue bloods, he is a workaholic who trusts no one but himself. Since he became Gale Bezori's child, the family business he inherited has grown into a vast, sprawling network that controls the sugar industry, from production to sales. He has often flouted the rules of the masquerade. I suspect he has even gone against many of our principles on several occasions. In any case, without being able to prove it, I wouldn't be surprised I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, without being able to prove it. My god, Caius is also kind of like stepping. I mean, maybe not overstepping, but Caius might have been entrusted to do this, actually. At court, Mr. Underwood is a veritable fox. He knows how to increase his influence, especially since Mr. Bezori has taken a step back. In fact, he is the most prominent member of your clan after yourself. But he also has close ties to the members of your Primogen, here the McAndrews in particular, but also to a lesser extent Richard Dunham. This is a sire of MM. Richard Dunham is technically the adoptive sire, like the psychiatrist of Laisha, and he is also working on those particularly crafted blood qualities and blood stuff, mainly resonance and things. The interdependence he has cultivated makes him a threat to your interests. It will be very easy for him to bypass your authority if he feels like it, and we literally saw that he tried. He has many ways of applying pressure. I do not mention here the business of the other members who are dependent on his goodwill. But I am enclosing several documents showing these connections. Hey! Is it? Are you gonna get ready? Hey, how's your teeth? You brushed it? That was a good face. Well, if you are feeling like ready, you can come in and start reading something if you want. Where is it? Can you brush your teeth? How are you playing? Oh my god, tomorrow is Friday?
Yeah, and also it's Sweet Day tomorrow.
Goodness gracious, tomorrow is Friday already. Oh really? Oh, we can discuss it. Oh, it might contain something like that. Actually, we need to check. Usually there's a... There's milk and everything. That is interesting. I don't know. We need to double check this. Suitable for vegetarians. A package of biscuits, lovely people. We're just checking if... Usually it has like... May contain trace amounts of... That's the line I'm looking for. But I don't see any of those. Huh. They don't list eggs. What is the other thing? Eggs and peanuts, oh, of course. It has soya, but that's different. Oh my goodness. Interesting. But yeah, Ghostolama, hit me up on the Discord if you, and any of you lovely people. I think tomorrow we're gonna jump into some Arc Raiders. I'm curious about the game. And it's actually a paid one. They originally intended to be free to play and just monetize the cosmetics. And they decided it to be paid for. I think it's 40 euros. But in certain areas of the world, they actually introduced regional pricing, which I very much commend them on. It's very interesting. Although, well, it's actually kind of interesting to have regional pricing, because compared to the average wages in the said country, they are trying to go closer to the ratio of what it would cost for an average monthly wage to get a game in that country, which is interesting. Well, yeah, it's an interesting way to even just think about sales, right? That you're not basically saying that, hey, it's only worth it to me to sell it for this price, and sorry, you have to make do with it even from other countries. But technically for that, many of the games would be very expensive, right? But I think it's 40, so it's like, you know, a proper indie title amount. But the free weekend for 3 days will be free for everyone. What's up? In your ear? That happens sometimes, yeah. It's called ringing in your ear. Was it ringing? It sometimes happens because of the way you went down there, or sometimes it's even blood pressure related, but don't worry, I think it's kind of... I don't understand it. I do not mention here the business of the other members who are dependent on his goodwill. Oh, mention here the business of the other members who are dependent on his goodwill. But I am including several documents showing these connections. Nice. So we know about this for sure.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol.
Oh, what's this?
I get the feeling something's missing.
As if it requires a coin or a button or something?
I get the feeling something's missing.
You need to feed the swans. My God, are we just freaking hacking the princes? Or you can use the key there. Observe in detail. We need more aspects. 1 out of 3. Wow.
There are faint marks on the wall.
Wow. So we need more aspects for this.
It's Miley?
Oh yeah, Miley! Leisha brought her back. Miley, how you doing, Miley? What is this? What is this on this? The darkness. Sea premonition. Even as a... Maybe this is gonna be the place where we go with the other character as well.
Hazel had another child before Miley? Shit. I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised.
Destruction of Erland's Cardiel. Where is it? Delsin. Mission report. Oh. Destruction successful. As per advance information, your child was found in a warehouse on Offenbach Street. The area was deserted. I entered the premises at approximately 2:20 a.m. When Erland's Cardiel saw me arrive, he seemed to understand what was going on. At first he tried to negotiate, but when I knocked him down, he quickly got up and tried to escape. It was only after he was thrown against a wall that he really understood that only one of us would ever leave the hangar. Oh. I went to the gas cans I bought with me earlier. Ooh. I stayed there until the fire was over. Your child is now. And this child is child in vampire terms. These are not children. Whoa. Alright. This is interesting. Why would they have a mission report like this out in the open?
I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead.
Mm-hmm. My prince. JD is a Jara, right? Jara Drory is the Nosferatu primogen. Or, well, she was captured, I think, right? By the Second Inquisition. I wonder if we can save her. My prince, my trip to New Orleans was not for nothing. I was able to learn a lot about Dajan Siaka's past. He is the child of one Marie Drichet. If her name wasn't familiar, that's to be expected. She's rather ordinary, but interestingly enough, she had ties to the Hartford Chantry. Indeed, not long after her unauthorized embrace, she was sentenced to final death by the Hartford Tremere. Oh, her escape led her to Louisiana, where she met Siaka. She embraced him in a voodoo ritual that I didn't understand much about, but it seems that it left a deep impression on Mr. Siaka, who has been influenced by this magic throughout his existence. It appears that he has come to New England to settle a score with Hartford. I think we could use this to our own advantage, given the arrangements we envision. For example, we could make him part of the Boston court. It shouldn't be too hard to make him your puppet, especially if we promise to solve his problem. He could then be put in contact with the Chantry, perhaps a sleeper agent. Or he could take on responsibilities while remaining our puppet. However, if Deneb Osborne were to discover what I have learned, Mr. Siakam's existence would undoubtedly be threatened. It's up to you to decide. However, I think that this is a golden opportunity that it would be a shame to pass up. I plan to stay a few more days to clarify some points. I am sending you this message through a reliable servant. I will then return to the court as soon as possible. Ooh. Hello, Georgie love. Are you gonna still read a little bit before bedtime? What's that? Well, we need to close the lights. Lovely oh man, no, wait. It's gonna be a little bit later. But yeah, we're gonna still do the red things, I think, eventually, right? I know that we are just walking around without any obfuscation or anything, but let's pretend that he's sitting at a desk or table away from the door, okay? She is badly burnt, though, by the look of it, no? What are the talents that we have? Let's see, so we have some psychology plus. We have some of the eloquence and stuff. This is persuasion, right? And this one is, no, this one is rhetoric. Oh yeah, rhetoric, persuasion, and psychology. What exactly those are? Oh, we don't have all the specs. Persuasion is pretty high. Social would be this. Yes. Nice. There's a modifier on the social. We're gonna definitely need that later. Psychology would be mental, right? Yes. Some of this could be nice. I don't know why we got this, though. I don't know why we got the threat level, the suspicion level so high up. Did we do something iffy, or did we look around too long, or did we look around too much with the other characters? Because this seems like a generic suspicion value. It's kind of similar to what they would do in Hunter the Reckoning. Although it's named differently. Fairly interesting. Fairly interesting. Lovely people. You know what? We're gonna stop it right here. That's the way to go. Just in case. Should we talk to her a little bit? No. I think it's gonna be for hopefully tomorrow. We will see about that. Either tomorrow or the weekend, or we'll see if we're gonna stream some Arc Raiders. We'll see when we'll cross that river, when we cross that river together. But lovely people, please stick around. Oh, it's just gonna be quiet, won't it be? But it is what it is. Let's get back to some of the music. And lovely people, let's see. Oh, there was an automoch. There was an automod that got contained. Oh, my mods were not here today, as far as I can tell. Interesting, this is a Thursday. Thursday streams are so different than they used to be since when we started. Usually Thursday was like a really good day to have most people available. Although maybe it was before, when I started the streams on Thursdays, like 1 PM London time or something. Maybe that worked better. But yeah, well, gotta love to be a wait slave. It's always nice. All right, let's see what we can do with the raid. Is there anybody playing some Swansong? Is there anybody playing Swansong? Interesting. The very first recommendation for us. I want to check this out.
The lovely Lord of Mars 1 just redeemed Hungarian fun fact.
Ooh, we are wishing for a Hungarian fun fact. Thank you very much for the redeem, the lovely Lord of Mars. Which type of fact are you interested in? Let's see. I should prepare for the streams with like a list properly, because we went through some of them over the years. But there are so many types of... What should it be? A historical or a contemporary one? Yes, please. Let's see. What is the first thing that pops into my mind? Unless you are typing something, because feel free to do so. But yeah, let's... Historical fact. Lord of War. Are you located in the UK? As far as I remember, right? So, fun fact, in terms of the similarities between the Irish culture between the similarities of Irish culture and Hungarian culture, just an interesting tidbit for history. You know, you're from Norway, otherwise. Okay. But you know, you have heard about the 800 years that the Irish people reference as the British rule. Like, over the last, pretty much for 800 years, Ireland was part of the United Kingdom in one way, shape, or the other, right? And they just refer to it as the 800 years. Where in Hungary, the Brütenwalde, what is that? I don't know what that is. After that, yeah. What is the Brütenwalde? It sounds so familiar to me. I think I heard about that before, but it doesn't quite ring a bell. Bill, if you could enlighten us, that sounds so amazing. Is it all? I'm guessing it's related to Bretagne, right? So yeah, basically what you need to know is that Hungary was also not only influenced, but more often than not, just crushed by neighboring powers many times over its history. Even though when it was founded, soon after that, Hungary was grown to quite a large Central European kingdom, and we were having influence and official rule, like, you know, from the Pope, ratified by the Pope itself, official rule of pretty vast territories, including present-day Croatia, parts of Serbia, Slovakia, Czechia, parts of Ukraine, etc. So that was quite a huge area, large swaths of Transylvania, and then some. So they were huge territories, but over the history of the last, let's say, 800 years, Hungarians were also suffering from a lot of, we can call it oppression. Latest of which was, latest of which is still going on, kind of. If you come, I wonder what the historians will say about this. Like, basically the destruction of the third republic as it's going on right now. But before that, the actual oppression in history, the latest was obviously the Soviets, the Soviet Union. That was ever since World War, right? And before that, we had hundreds of years of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. How would you call that? It usually is just marked as Austria, right? But it was the Austro-Hungarian monarchy that was a huge thing. But again, the ruling class was pretty much the Austrians. So Hungary was practically non-existent almost, we could say that. I mean, the people existed and everything is just under oppression. And before that, it was largely it was Ottoman rule. So basically hundreds of years of struggles, and being ruled by other people is culturally, the way we complain and talk about things is actually surprisingly fairly similar with how the Irish people are talking in between themselves. It's very interesting. I have this. I'm not sure this is confirmed in any way.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I'm not sure.
Thank you for taking care of Peter's biological well-being, Caffeinated Zombie 23.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the lovely taking care of my biological and physiological well-being. How amazing that is. Wait, what did I miss? Oh no, what did I miss? No! Oh my god, I love this when it's like literally unable to do so. Okay. No. Yeah, let me see. What is that? What's that? Thank you very much for the lovely hydrate redeem. Taking care of my biological and physiological well-being. What's up, Ricky? What's up, Ricky? How are you getting on? Thank you very much for tuning in again today. I love it, Ricky. You came at an opportune time. We are just about to raid out, but stick around for an extra infusion of thought nuggets. Those are the channel points, the thought nuggets. And you can use that for redeems later. Stick around. But yeah, I've been talking for a minute. Mountain Blade is a good game. Been doing the Necromancy playthrough at the moment. Necromancy. Mountain Blade. Nice. The Mountain Blade has a Britain-Walder mod. 8th century, if I'm not mistaken. The Viking Age starts, yeah. Oh. Sounds good. Rib Cooper, welcome on English. I hope everyone's doing alright. I really hope you are having an absolutely fun Thursday as well. The lovely Rib Cooper. Hello, hello. I wanted to pop by. Thank you very much for being here. But yeah, how is that for a fun fact? How is that for a fun fact, Lord of Mars? The similarity in the oppressed culture between the two otherwise vastly separate and different locations in Europe and whatever people. It's very interesting. I find it interesting. I felt so alone when doing stream, nobody came by. I liked it. I felt so alone when doing stream, nobody came by. I liked it. You may never know that, by the way. Even if you look at your viewer numbers, I'm guessing you're talking about yourself then, right? If you look at your viewer numbers, there's quite a bit of latency into updating. So even if you see a 0 or a 1 or, you know, whatever you are monitoring with, you may not know that you are already talking to 3 people. And that's why I say, you know, you always need to like be in the groove of something, do something, interact. Because you may never know who is actually there and watching. And they may, you know, just tune in for like 30 seconds, check out what's happening, and then just click. People are very easy, especially nowadays when the attention span are pretty much damaged, right? For many people. The freaking shorts and TikToks and... You may, you know, it's very easy to miss the window of opportunity if it's so small. So I highly recommend that you just don't fret the viewer numbers. It doesn't matter if there's only like if there's one person hanging out with you, it's already great. You're basically sharing the gaming experience, and if not, it's a recording for YouTube, right? You can just export the stuff on YouTube, or you can multi-stream, like we are. Exclamation point YouTube, lovely people. Check out the lovely YouTubes as well. Very much appreciated if you decide to spare a sliver of your attention there. But yeah, it's definitely something that you could do. Question, should we rate someone that was just recommended to us in the list, but they are doing makers and crafting, and I think they are doing knitting? That sounds just lovely. It just sounds lovely to me. I don't even know if they are gaming otherwise, but this is a makers and crafts stream, and this was the first thing that was recommended to us. Let's do it. Let's do it then. What are we doing with our lives? Let's spread the love and joy of the gaming community to the creation community. Like good old Warcraft 2 map making passion, right? How many of you have played Warcraft or some other game, StarCraft, whatever, where you were making maps to each other with your friends? Good, those were the days. I mean, we can still do it, but you know how it is. That's just lovely. That is just lovely. All right, lovely people. Only played Warcraft 3. You should definitely try Warcraft 2 as well. So good. Battle.net edition is amazing. There's actually a remaster of it too, I think. Right? I think they made like a new version, which is like even higher resolution graphics and everything by default. Get your raiding torches, boys. Meat's back on the menu. Oh my goodness. Not that type of raid. Goodness gracious. Lord of Mars is here from freaking Norway. And you're the one by a zombie welder who's like... The Wog. We're gonna raid with the Wog, but it's a Wog of love, okay? It's the Wog of absolute joy and spreading love of the Twitch community, alright? That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, lovely people. Check out... Wait, actually, did I copy the username? Not yet. Stick around. So I got the Mountain Blade mine. Oh, yeah. It's a little bit different type of raid that I had in mind, don't worry. Yeah, trickle in. A bunch of joys of lovely people. Trickle into the raid, alright? Trickle. And I mean trickle into the raid. It should be automatic, just don't cancel out of it, okay, lovely people? Stick around and we're gonna be staying together. Hopefully we can see each other maybe tomorrow, if not, then more than likely over the weekend. There's gonna be an Arc Raiders free to play 3 days before it gets released on the 30th, I think? somewhere close by, but they're doing like a huge network test. It's free for everyone, supposedly on Epic, Steam, sadly not on GOG because everybody's so afraid of their code and everything. But point is, by the way, video bonus, quickly, because we don't have much time left until the raid goes out. But yeah, lovely people, say hi, spread the love and joy. They are making and crafting some lovely stuff. I think they are making all kinds of stuff. Very nice. I have no idea, no clue whatsoever, but we're gonna know. Yeah, we're gonna play more than like some Arc Raiders. Hopefully play some more of the Swansong, maybe even get back to Bloodlines. Maybe the Bloodlines will happen on Sunday, we'll see about that. So many good games, so little time, lovely people. Thank you very much again for sticking around and sharing this gaming experience with me. Have an absolute lovely, lovely weekend and happy Friday tomorrow, or maybe it's already Friday for you. See you just a few minutes next time. Cheers! Do bam badam bodo badi. Silence! Lovely people, we are ready. Absolutely ready. Cheers! Oh, you too, folks. Here's the link. Here's the link. This is where we went. Oh my goodness, what are we thinking? Lovely you people of YouTube. Here's where we went. Cheers! Ah!